Lead with your needs. This neutralizes self-doubt and empowers effective and loving and grounded and centered communication within yourself and with others. I'm Rachel with True Love Union. Please like, share, subscribe, all the things if this is the kind of thing that you're into. Self-empowerment, self-love, navigating this path of love that we're walking and calling in your true love into your life, into romantic union physically. These are the kinds of things that we talk about. But leading with your needs is such a call to action, especially for empaths, especially for highly sensitive people, and especially for those of us who were taught not to have boundaries. We're having to teach ourselves how to do this. So what are your needs? What do you need to feel safe, to feel secure, to feel acknowledged in your life, or whatever your needs are? But addressing those can be one of the most crucial aspects of setting healthy boundaries, and getting to the core of what you really need is one of the most important things we can be doing right now, if you haven't already. And those needs can change. I feel like we constantly need a review of what is coming up. So often, communication breakdown, emotional and mental breakdown, physical breakdown happens, spiritual breakdown happens because we are not able to first and foremost even identify what our core needs are. Do we just need to feel really safe in this moment? I need to feel safe, or I need to feel heard. I need to know that someone can hear what I am saying. Not only hear what I'm saying, but they really see me and get me. Maybe that is at the root of issues that are coming up. We're coming up on a solar eclipse, and even if this video catches you after the eclipse, these energies, or if this is resonating for you, this is still an important topic, and it's something that you might be working through right now. So eclipse energies can carry forth for weeks and months after they are complete. So the solar eclipse really is inviting us to see how we're projecting ourselves in the world, and what are we radiating forth? Like the sun radiates energy and light and frequency. What are we radiating? If we don't even know, that's an issue. That's something to really deep dive. What are your core needs? What do you need in this moment? How can you unpack that? What are you feeling? Where are you feeling it in your body? Are you short of breath? Are you tired and lethargic? Maybe you just don't feel like doing much of anything. Or maybe you feel like you're constantly go, do, and you can't stop, and it's burning you out. There's so many aspects to this, but addressing what we need and then leading with that is going to help so much, because it will help you clarify what it is that is at the root of your emotions, your thoughts, what you're speaking to people. Sometimes I catch myself and I'll maybe have lashed out at somebody and I didn't mean to. And I'm like, what's behind that? And more than likely, it's because I feel like a boundary has been crossed, and either I was the one who crossed that boundary within myself, or I let somebody else cross a boundary. And these things can be so subconscious and unconscious sometimes. But if we are taking a solid look, feeling into what we really need in any given moment, and then give words to that. Start talking about it more. Invite yourself. Challenge yourself to speak it more and more. Lead with it so that you can activate and reinforce healthier boundaries in your experience and with those that you love and those that are around you in your workspace, your personal life. this carries forth in every area. You can do this wherever you are. This is a reminder to myself as well, because activating and even understanding what healthy boundaries are for myself, because boundaries are going to be different for each person, but really at the core of it for me is really on a human level, understanding what our deepest desires and wants and needs are. And if those are not being met, then things start to break down. So this is a call to action within ourselves, to really see ourselves, to really hear ourselves. And in fact, a lot of diseases that crop up are because we're not addressing our core needs. We're not even listening to ourselves and our body. Our body whispers to us, hey, this doesn't feel great. And then it starts to speak a little bit louder and a little bit louder until it's yelling at you, or sometimes you completely fall to the ground because you didn't listen to the first and initial asks. And it's the same in all areas of our lives. So how can we listen to ourselves better, and how can we listen to each other better? And if you're a parent, if you have children, or if you have employees, or if you're, just in life in general, when someone's having a meltdown or really cranky or just out of sorts, it's like, okay, what is the main issue here? A lot of times it's not what it seems at the surface. So how can we get to the bottom of it? That to me is true love. That's true love. And that's why I'm bringing it up on this channel, especially because when you truly love someone, you're asking questions. You're wanting to understand them to the very depths of their being. You want to help them. You want life to be better for them. You want to have, I think, as good of communication as possible with each other. And that starts by asking some really pointed, deep questions. And we need to do that for ourselves first and foremost. So let me know if this resonated. I hope so. There is so much coming up right now, but this is one of the biggest, and especially for those of us who are very sensitive to what's happening on this planet at this time, and who are very in tune. By activating healthy boundaries for ourselves, that is one of the biggest acts of self-love we can do. And it is that important right now. So thank you so much for listening. I can't wait to catch you on the next one. Mwah.